Hello, and welcome to Yoga Flow or Vinyasa Yoga. I'm going to take you through 30 minutes of a marvelous practice that will touch upon every part of your being, your physical being, your mental, emotional, and spiritual being. Please, come and join me. Let's find ourselves standing in Tadasana, mountain pose with the feet together, the ankles and the big toes. The legs are straight, the arms are at the sides. The palms can face forwards, the head is over the shoulders, and the shoulders are over the hips. And allow for a moment for deep, expansive belly breath. Inhaling up the back channel, the sides, over the crown to the third eye, exhaling down the front. You could even close your eyes if you like. Noticing what you are aware of right now at this moment in time. Letting each breath be deep, expansive belly breath. Our deep yogic breathing, our three-part or continuous breath from the tailbone up through the belly, to the chest, the crown of the head to the third eye, exhaling down the front. Allowing the eyes to open if they were closed, taking a big inhale as we sweep the arms up to the heavens, nice and slow. Inhaling as we stretch up. Exhaling as we forwards fold, arms with ears hinging slowly, coming down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Come into plank, Dandasana. Shoulders are over wrists. Zip up your core and lower down. Chaturanga, elbows to ribcage. Inhale up. And Chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog. Tops of the feet to the floor. Engage the glutes. Take an inhale, curl the toes under. Push yourself back into downward facing dog and walk it out. Trying to get heels to floor. Relax the crown of the head. Press down through the pads of the hands. That's where your fingers come into your palms. So you're bending one knee at a time, relaxing the head. And while you're doing that, I'm going to adjust my mats a little bit sideways, just so you can see an angle. But keep going. Don't worry. Excellent. And now as you're ready, we're going to take an inhale, extend the right leg, point the toes, and we'll swing it through up to the right hand, helping it out if you need to. Knee over ankle, looking forwards. And then we'll step the left foot up to meet it. Take an inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. And now, once again, arms with ears. Inhale, come up, flat spine, tummy in. Lengthening up to the heavens. Exhale, arms down to the sides. Inhales will sweep back up. Exhales forwards, fold, nice and slow. Exhaling, tummy draws in, navel to spine. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins. Exhale, lower down. Stepping back immediately into plank, Dandasana. Zip up the core, shoulders over wrists. Come to the knees if you need to. I will demonstrate. Tops of the feet to the floor. Chaturanga, inhale up. Chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog, glutes engaged. And exhale, curling toes under, pushing back into downward facing dog and pedaling it out. Breathing deeply. Trying to get the heels to the floor. Feet or hips width apart, but the weight is in the pads of the hands where your digits, your fingers come into meet. So if anybody's having challenges with that, then you can make fists as I'm demonstrating right now. This is one great way to help you out. Takes the pressure off the wrists. Trying to get heels to floor. Pick the toes up, that helps. And then you can inhale, extending the left leg, and we'll swing the left foot up to meet the left hand. Again, helping it out if you need to, knee over ankle, looking forward. Step up, right foot meets left. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Arms with ears, inhale, come up, nice and slow. Exhale, arms come down to the sides. Inhales, we'll sweep back up. Nice and slow. Exhales, forward fold. Hinging from the hips, hands to floor. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Step it back into plank. Once again, Dandasana. Shoulders over wrists, zip up the core. And we'll do Chaturanga. Inhale up. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. At any point in time, if the Chaturanga is not for you, then you don't need to do it. Take an inhale, curl the toes under, push back into downward facing dog, and pedal it out. You can hang out in plank. You can lower to the knees. We don't want to overstimulate the shoulders, but we are isolating the triceps as we do it. Pedaling it out, breathing deeply. Five full rounds of breath here. Pressing heels to floor when you're ready. Pick the toes up. Push the sacrum back towards the back of your mat. And then this time we'll step up. We don't need to extend the leg. We'll step up. Right foot and then left, helping it out if you need to. Inhales, half lift. Exhales, lower down. Arms with ears. Inhale, come up, flat spine, coming in. Arms come down to the sides. And just checking in with yourself. What are you aware of now? Inhales, we'll sweep back up. Exhales, forward fold, nice and slow, hinging from the hips. Bring the hands down to your mat. Inhales, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Stepping back into plank, left foot, then right, shoulders over wrists, zip up the core and lower down. Chaturanga, inhale up. Chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog. We're doing double chaturangas at the moment. And on the next inhale, exhale, pushing back. Inhale first, exhale, curl toes under, push back, downward facing dog, pedal it out. 5 full rounds of breath. What has changed for you since the beginning of class? How do you feel? Pick the toes up, set the heels down. Keep pedaling if you prefer. And then we'll step left foot up this time, helping it out if you need to. Knee over ankle, stepping right up to meet it. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Arms with ears, inhales come up, flat back. Lengthening, exhale, lowering arms down to the side, so nice. Breathing deeply, finding the gentle Buddha smile. Inhales will sweep up. Exhales will forwards fold. So we're going to do a few sets of this. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Come into plank. This time, a single chaturanga. Remember to lower to the knees as I'm demonstrating if you prefer. Elbows to rib cage. Don't lower all the way down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Glutes are engaged. Exhale, curling toes under. Pushing back into downward facing dog. Pedaling it out. Deep, expansive belly breath. 5 full rounds of breath here. Send the sacrum back. Press down through the pads of the hands. Relax the neck and the head. Look back at your shins. Pick your toes up. Then you can set them down softly as you straighten the legs. And we'll step through with the right foot. Help it out if you need to. And then the left meets it. Inhales, half lift. Exhales, lower down. Arms with ears, come up, flat spine. Inhaling up, straightening legs. Back to extended Tadasana. And then as the arms flow down to the side, Tadasana. Mountain pose.
Inhale as we sweep up. Notice if your heart rate is beating a little stronger now. Exhale as we forward fold, but evenly. Inhales, half lift. Exhales down. Stepping back into plank, immediately lower down. Chaturanga, inhale up. Chaturanga, inhale upward facing dog. Exhale, curling toes under, pushing back into downward facing dog. So maybe you took an extra round of breath there. That is fine. We're trying to get to the point where we can even out one movement with one breath. But here in downward facing dog, we're pedaling it out. We're breathing deeply. We're taking 5 full rounds of breath. So play with it. See what works for you. Try to straighten the legs, pick the toes up. Deep belly breath. Looking at your shins or your knees. And then on the next inhale, you can step the left foot up, help it out if you need to, and the right to meet it. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. And arms with ears. Inhale, come up, flat spine. Beautiful. Let arms flow down to the sides. Let's do one more set of this. Inhales as we sweep up. Exhales as we forward fold. Tummy draws in, hinging from the hips. Head relaxes. Inhale, half lift. Torso comes up halfway. Exhale down. And stepping back, immediately come into Dandasana plank. And let's do a single chaturanga. Chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog. Tops of the feet to the floor. Exhale, curl toes under. Push back into downward facing dog. So we changed up the tempo a little bit. But now we're back to 5 full rounds of breath. Deep, expansive belly breath. Heels towards floor. Pick the toes up. Straighten the legs. Straighten the arms. Press through the pads of the hands. Or if you have fists, as I'm now demonstrating, maybe you're doing fists. Takes the pressure off your wrists. And then as we're ready, we'll step the right foot up to meet the right hand and the left to meet it. Inhales, half lift. Exhales, lower down. Arms with ears, come up with a nice flat spine, tummy in. Beautiful. Finding that smile as you lower arms down to the side. Do you feel a little heat now? Not too much, I hope. Inhale as we sweep back up. Deep, expansive belly breath. Exhale as we forwards fold from the hips. Arms with ears slowly coming down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands to floor. Stepping back into Dandasana plank. Shoulders over wrists. Zip up the core and lower down. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tops of the feet to the floor. Exhale back into downward facing dog. And pedal it out. Pedaling it out. Working heels down. This is it. We move on after this. Pick the toes up, straighten the legs. 5 full rounds of breath. Notice what you are aware of now. And inhale, step the left foot up. Exhale the right to meet it. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. And arms with ears. Inhale, come up, flat spine. Stretching up to the heavens. You can even look up. Exhaling arms down to the sides. Back to Tadasana Mountain Pose. Now, if every morning you only had time to do sun salutes, do those. Let's continue. We'll do a different version now. Inhales, we'll sweep up with the arms, bring the hands together in prayer, cross just the thumbs, look up, bend at the knees, and point the tailbone down. And we've come into chair now, Utkatasana, chair. Inhaling up, Exhale, let the arms separate and forwards fold. Nice and slow, hinging from the hips. Inhales, half lift. Exhales, lower down. Step it back. Immediately come into plank dandasana once again. And chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. We did one. Tops of the feet to the floor, lower to the knees if you prefer. I'm demonstrating right now. Glutes engaged. Most important thing, glutes engaged. And exhale, curling toes under, pushing back into downward dog. Now this time, left foot to the floor, heel if possible. Inhale, extend right leg, and we'll swing right foot up to meet right hand. Help it out if you need to. Knee over ankle, very important. And then we'll inhale coming up with the hands together in prayer. Now the back leg is straight. Press through the ball of the foot, look up. If anybody needs to lower to the left knee, lower to the left knee. Take a couple of rounds of breath here. Very powerful posture as we work with the spine, the heart, and the lungs. Exhale, now we'll let the arms come down, however you want, hands to floor, looking forward, step it up, left meets right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Arms with ears. Now, arms with ears, bend the knees, sink the tailbone, bring hands together as before, and come up from chair. Utkatasana, you can look up, lengthening to the heavens. Exhale, arms float down to the sides. Very nice. Bending the knees as we raise arms up. Hands come together in prayer, looking up, thumbs crossed. Inhaling up. Exhale, hands separate, forwards fold. Coming in. Inhale, half lift. Belly expands. Exhale, lower down. Step it back left. Step it back right. Into Dandasana, plank. And chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Engage those glutes. So nice. Exhale, curling toes under, pushing back into downward dog. Now this time we will press right heel to floor, straightening right leg. Inhale, extend left foot behind you and leg. And we'll swing left foot up to meet left hand. Knee over ankle. And then inhale coming up. Chest, arms, hands and head. Palms together. Thumbs crossed. Press down to the ball of the right foot or lower to the right knee if you need to. And let yourself stretch up to the heavens, even a bit of a back bend here. Deep belly breath. Excellent. Then we'll let the hands come apart. Slowly lower down to other side, opposite sides of that left foot, and step the right foot up to meet it. Inhales, half lift. Exhales, lower down. Sink the tailbone, bring the hands together, and slowly come up. Palms together from chair, Utkatasana, then lengthening, straightening the legs. And chin to parallel with the floor, lowering arms to the sides. On the exhale. You getting it? Isn't this amazing? What do you feel now? Let's come up again. Inhale, we'll sweep up. A couple more. Sink the tailbone, looking up. You're in chair, breathing. I like to take at least a full round of breath here. Then inhaling up as you're ready. Exhale, hands separate, forwards fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Immediately we come back into plank dandasana, lowering down for chaturanga, elbows to rib cage. Inhale, upward facing dog, glutes engaged. Tops of the feet to the floor, shoulders away from ears. Exhale, back into down dog. Now left heel to floor. Inhale, extend right leg. Point toes. And swing right foot up to meet right hand. Knee over ankle. Help it out. Inhale, come up, chest, arms, hands, and head, and bring palms together. Lower to left knee if you need to. Press down to the ball of that left foot. Stretch up to the heavens. Breathe deeply. And then exhale, letting arms float out and down, nice and slow. Hands to opposite sides of right foot. Look forward. Step up, left meets right. Inhales, half lift. Exhales, lower down. And arms with ears, sink tailbone, come up in chair again. As before, lengthening through the legs, the spine, Stretching to the heavens. And then you can bring chin back parallel, exhale, arms down to the sides. Beautiful. Inhales, we sweep arms back up, sinking into chair. Inhaling up. Exhales, forward fold. Nice and slow. Inhales, half lift. Exhales down. Step it back left, step it back right. Immediately into plank. Zip up the core. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, glutes engage. Exhale, curling toes under, pushing back into downward dog. Finding the Buddha smile. The deep, expansive belly breath. Now it is right heel to floor. Inhale, extending left leg, point toes and swing left foot up to knee, left hand. Knee over ankle. Inhale, come up. Chest, arms, hands, and head. Hands in prayer. Thumbs crossed. Pressing down to the right ball of the foot now. Straighten the leg. Looking up to the sky. So nice. Stretch those arms. And then exhale, let arms open out to the sides and float down. Hands to feet. Step it up, right meets left. Inhales, half lift. Exhale, lower down. And seeking tailbone, bring hands together, come up from chair. Utkatasana. Lengthening to the heavens. Exhaling arms to the sides. Checking in. What are you aware of now? Do you have a gentle smile? Does your spine feel invigorated? Your entire body, your heart, your lungs. Inhales, we sweep back up. Sink tailbone. We do another couple of sets. How about that? Inhaling up. Exhales, forward fold. In fact, maybe the whole class will be these movements. We don't need lots of movements. We just need movements that balance out our entire being. Exhale down. Come back into plank. And as I said, if this is all you do, perfect. Chaturanga, because it's so comprehensive. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhaling back into downward facing dog. And that is the purpose of the sun salutes, Surya Namaskars. Now, let's let left heel to floor. Inhale, extend right leg behind you. Point the toes. And we'll swing right foot up to meet right hand. So you can think of all the different pieces, different yoga postures we're doing here. We're in lunge right now. Inhale, coming up. Lengthening. Hands together. Press down through the ball of the left foot. Deep belly breath. Exhale, let the arms float down. Opposite sides of the foot, look forward, step it up. Left meets right. Inhales, half lift. Exhale down. Sink tailbone, bring hands together, slowly come up from chair. Inhaling up. Exhale, arms come down to the side. Inhales, we'll sweep up as we sink tailbone. Back to chair. We do other side now. Inhaling up. Exhale, separate forwards, fold. Nice and slow, hinging from the hips. Exhaling, tummy draws to spine. Inhales, half lift. Exhale down and back into Dandasana plank. Shoulders over wrists, zip up the core. Lower to knees if you need to. Chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog. Tops of the feet to the floor. Glutes engaged. Exhale back into downward facing dog. Paddle it out, and then right heel to floor. Inhale, extending left leg. Try to straighten right as well, and swing left foot up to meet left hand. Knee over ankle, so help it out. Lower to right knee if you require. Inhale, come up. Palms together. Chest, arms, hands, and head. The deep, expansive belly breath. Stretching to the heavens. Press down to the right ball of the foot. Front leg, knee over ankle. And then exhale, let arms float out and down, nice and slow. Finding your stability. Inhale, step it up, right meets left. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale. And big breath. Arms with ears, come up in chair. Coming on up. Very nice. Let arms flow down to the side. Now we will add a different dimension to this next one. Inhales as we sweep up. Just as before, holding it for a full round of breath. Inhaling up. Exhale, separate the hands forwards fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, back. Now come into Dandasana plank. And Chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog. Opposite the feet to the floor, glutes engaged. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. So you might say, oh, this is the same. Well, it is in a way, but not quite. You'll find out in a minute. Inhale, extend the right leg. And swing right foot up to meet right hand. Help it out if you need to, knee over ankle. Hands together, chest comes up, head comes up, inhaling up. So far, this has been the same, but we're moving on differently in a moment. We'll add some Chaturangas in here. And then exhale, hands come down. This time, step right foot back. Immediately come into plank. And Chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog, glutes engaged. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. So you might have said, oh, I see the difference. Right heel to floor, maybe you don't. And left foot. And swing left foot up to meet left hand. And from here, inhale, come up. Hands together. Lengthening, stretching. Just as before. Lowering to right knee if anyone needs to. And then exhale, arms float down, hands beside the left foot. Step it back, left knee's right again. And Chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Take a few rounds of breath here. So we'll do one more set just like that. And you'll have 3 variations of sun salutes this way. There's more, but other classes will do a different one. And as you're ready, we can step right foot up and left to meet it. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Bend down with the knees, tailbone. Inhale, come up, hands together in chair and prayer. Hands are in prayer, but you are in chair. And exhale, arms down to the side. So, finding the gentle Buddha smiles. Let's do one more. Bend the tailbone, or bend the knees, sink the tailbone rather. Inhale as we come up, looking up. Lengthening to the heavens. Exhale, separate hands forwards, full tummy draws in. Inhales, half lift. Exhales, lower down. Step it back, right and left. And Chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, curl toes under, push back into downward facing dog. Walk it out 1 or 2 times. And then left heel to floor, inhale, extend right leg. And we'll swing right foot up to meet right hand, knee over ankle. Inhale, come up. Chest, arms, hands, and head. Cross just the thumbs. Press down to the ball of the left foot and breathe. Lengthen up to the heavens. Knee over ankle with the front leg. And exhale, let hands separate. Slowly float down to opposite sides of the foot. Step it back, right meets left. And Chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog, glutes engaged. Exhale, curl toes under, back into downward facing dog. Pedal it out a couple of times. And then as you're ready, right heel to floor, inhale, extending left leg, swing left foot up to meet left hand, knee over ankle. And inhales come up, chest, arms, hands, and head, palms together. Finding your balance. I just about lost mine. And breathing. Deep belly breath, in and out through the nose. Feel the belly expand. And exhale, hands separate. Nicely done. Come down, step it back, left meets right. And shoulders over, wrists, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, glutes engage. Exhale, curl toes under, back into downward facing dog. Pedal it out, a few breaths. So nice. Press heels to floor, pick the toes up if you can. Push down to the pads of the hands, relax the head and the neck.
And then we'll step left foot up and right foot to meet it. Inhales, half lift. Exhales, lower down. Lower the tailbone, bring the hands together. Inhale, come up. Lengthening up to the heavens, watching the hands if you like. Exhale as you open. Chin comes parallel to the floor. Arms to the sides. Tadasana. Softening in the face, breathing deeply. Wow, we're here at the end of class. What do you feel? What are you aware of right now? Let's stay in Tadasana for a moment. We'll end class here, standing. A standing meditation, deep, expansive belly breath. If you can close your eyes, allow it to happen. If you want to keep them open, just look forwards and down. A deep, expansive belly breath. Allowing for the imprint and the integration of this practice, these sun salutes. What has changed for you in the last 30 minutes? And ever so slowly, you can bring the hands up to prayer with the eyes closed if possible in front of the face. Rub them vigorously together, creating heat. And then gently placing them over your eyes, drawing inward the life force, the vital energies, awakening your third eye, your seat of intuition. And one more time, vigorously rub, vigorously rub. Bringing the hands back. You can slowly, slowly begin to open the eyes behind the hands. Letting the hands drift down to heart center. Gently bowing your head, acknowledging your efforts and the benefits that you have derived. Slowly you can raise your head up. I want to thank each of you for joining me. It has been a pleasure. I hope that you are feeling alive, awakened, and healthy. I wish you a wonderful rest of your day wherever it takes you. Jai Bhagwan. Namaste.